Oh, do I have a surprise for you in this one. I'm going to put it right up front. So this is number 20. Let me put this in perspective for you. This is video number 20. If you've done what I told you throughout the entire Understanding Your Bible series, this is 20, right? Let's say 200 minutes at 10 minutes apiece. 200 minutes. So in 200 minutes, I've taught you, if you're paying attention, to understand your Bible pretty much in full. You should be able to read it from Matthew to Jude now and understand it in full. Now let me ask you this. You've gone to church your whole life. You've been reading the book for a long time, still confused, still lost, still sinning, right? Not experiencing freedom, not experiencing joy, not understanding, not knowing that you're saved. But yet in 200 minutes, if you've watched them all, I have showed you how to understand your Bible in full. Right? Think I'm joking? Go back and read it. Believe what I'm telling you. Believe your Bible. It's the truth. 200 minutes. Go back and watch them. How many hours have you spent watching preachers who lie to you? How many? How many YouTube searches have you searched and that you being saved and sinning? How does that work? It doesn't. I explain all of that. So, welcome back. Congratulations if you're doing what I told you. Should have told you in video 1 to have a pen and paper. I hope maybe somewhere along the lines you figured it out on your own. Okay? I hope you're reading along in your Bible. If you're not reading your Bible, these videos aren't going to help you. You're not serious. These videos are for the people who are serious. Dead serious. Because God's dead serious. He means exactly what he says. 1 John 3:6 is, if you sin, you do not know him. So, we're going to pick up at Hebrews 10:9. It says, Then said he, Lo, I come to do thy will, O God. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second. He's talking about the law. He took away the first covenant, the 10 commandments, the 603 ordinances, Ephesians 2:15, Colossians 2:13, or 2:14. He did away with the first, and now he establishes the second. John 6:28 and 29, and John 6:40 tell you what that is. That's to believe on the Son in all that you do. And you're saved. You'll know. You got to trust him. You're going to have to do something. You're going to do some things anyway. You're going to do some things. You got to trust him in those things. And the assurance builds. I'm not lying to you. It's what his word says. You got to be in his word. He said to be his disciple, you have to continue in his word. And then you'll be free. That's what it says. Okay? So, Hebrews 11:6. I love this one. It says, But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Diligently. In all you do. Constantly. Never forgetting what was first preached to you. Here. Okay? It's what it is. He's a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. If you're only going to church on Sunday, if you're only... Forget church. Feel like I rolled that in there? Forget church. Let me tell you something right now. There's no religion in God. You're not going to learn this in any four walls. They want you stuck. You keep paying. That pastor's living off of you. I'm more of a pastor than those. And I'm just a YouTube dude. I'm telling you the truth. Trust your Bible. You are a pastor. You are. You're all those things. Those gifts he gives severally. Oh, we're going to get into tongues one of these days. Let me tell you. They have to acknowledge the commandments of Paul when it comes to tongues. So if you got somebody speaking in tongues and they don't have two interpreters, check your Bible. Right? I know. It's hardcore. It's a lot. Oh, we're going to move into James. James 1:21. Wherefore, lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. Yep. Read his Bible. Put away everything for a few minutes, for a few hours. Put yourself in his word. That's exactly what it means. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. And oh, it does. That's why it says by the washing of the word. Because that's what this does. Teaches you the truth. James 2:5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not God chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him? If you love someone, don't you trust them? You can't say you love him and then not trust that his word says he did not trust that his word's telling the truth. That's not love. That's the kind of relationships you're used to being in. That's probably why you don't trust him. Love. I want to take a step back and go to James 1:25 real quick, even though it's not in this study. But James 1:25 says, but whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty, and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work. Watch, it's one, work. Doer of the work. This man shall be blessed in his deed. Doer of the work, you be blessed in your deed. What work? John 6:28. I'll be there in 2 seconds. John 6:28. Jesus answered and said unto them, this is the work of God, that you believe on whom he hath sent. Listen, everybody loves to get to this part where he says, yea, a man say, this is James 2:18, 19, 20. Yea, a man say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I'll show thee my faith by my works. Thou believest that there is one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Oh, isn't that the truth? Faith without what works? Faith in all your works. Faith in trusting him in everything you do. And then preaching the gospel, preaching the truth, tell the truth. Tell people the truth. Don't twist it. Spend some time. Stop listening to preachers that don't teach from the King James, and the ones that teach from the King James that see it as precept upon precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little, there a little. Those preachers, throw them in the garbage. I just taught you how to understand your Bible in 200 minutes. They're garbage. Jesus said he's the only way. Ha ha! Ooh, preachers preaching. This is just a ministry. It's the truth. Okay? I know, then you're like, well, what about all these pastors, all these preachers, all of them going all over the word preaching the gospel? Yeah, God's using them. God's using them. They think they're saved. He's using them. He's looking for the ones like me that'll get it, that'll tear it apart, that'll seek him diligently to be rewarded. So the ones that continue saying they sin, that aren't saved, still go preach in his name. There's a spot in John. I'm going to keep digging for it while I'm talking. Right? Those ones that keep saying they're sinning and doing this, they're spreading his word. Jesus actually had a spot where he told them, people were going and preaching, and they said The disciples said, they're not with us, and he said, don't stop them, for they can do nothing against the truth, but only for the truth. I want to find it. It's very cool. Just have to find it. See, Jesus said in John 4:34, Jesus saith unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. Finish it. Right? Nicodemus. Oh man, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it for this video. I want to. That's what happens when I don't plan ahead. Right? I try so hard to memorize all of it, where it's at. So I know the verses, right? Like, that's what happens when you read it 100 times. You'll know all the verses. The word's in you. He becomes you. You become him. You end up with his mind. Right? You walk in light. That's what it is. Right? The works of the flesh are still there, though. And that's what people can't accept. They think because you get the fruits of the Spirit that that's somehow going to carry over and perfect your flesh. Galatians 3:3 said, thou foolish Galatians. I forget what it is. Hang on. Yeah, I could probably find that. I know I can find that one quicker. Galatians 3:3. Are you so foolish, having begun in the Spirit, you are now made perfect in the flesh? It doesn't work that way. Man, I'm going to have to find it for next time. Anyway, check it. Look it up. Check my work. I'm all for it. Watch. All you're going to do is learn the truth. I'm here to get you saved. That's it. That's it. So easy. So easy. 200 minutes. 201 minutes and 51, 2. Read the Bible. Believe what I'm telling you. Believe what the Word tells you, because I'm only telling you what the Word tells you if you believe your Bible. Right? If you believe the Word. Go back and read it now. You could stop watching Understanding Your Bible, and I promise, if you remember the things, if you took the notes, if you took the time, you're going to understand the whole thing in full. From Matthew to Jude. Right? We're going to get into the rest of it. Oh, I'm all for it, man. Oh, I can't wait to show you. Psalms 119. I'm gonna do a fun fact on that one. I already mentioned it in this. I wonder if you get it. Listen, I'm telling you. God bless you. Enjoy your day.